Now what? No, I'm just kidding.
I
Wait,
was
what
like,
are we doing again? I forget.
Why
are we here?
We didn't really set up a roadmap, so we just.
Yeah, whose idea was this? I know.
Yours.
Me and my great ideas. So let's start from the very beginning. How we met. 330. It wasn't 330 day.
Mm-mm.
It was the summit's, like, there was an interview. Do you remember what it was exactly?
I don't remember why I was there. It was, I don't know if it was music related or the double strip or a little bit of both. I don't remember why I was there.
I know it had something to do with like we had to read a script. So, because like everyone was going up one at a time at their old Studio C, and we each had to like, and the reason I remember this was because I remember I was laughing. I like kept messing the words up and like tripping over my words. I'm like, dude, this is like not hard.
Yeah. Oh yeah, one of the fundraising things, I think, talking about why like local radio was important and things like that. So it was a music related thing.
Yeah.
And I think someone said to me that we should meet or something like that. And at that time I was still very new out here. So I was like, you guys are kind of saying this about every single person.
Yeah.
So just hi, like, what's up? I think that's what it was.
Yeah, it was something like that. And I remember you were going either before me or after me. So we were like we just happened to be there at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And so I remember that's how I met you. And I was like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I felt the same. And we connected somewhere, like either through social media, phone number, or something like that. And we met after that.
Yeah.
Either to get together to work on music or something.
Yeah, I can't remember if that's when you hit me up to do that, to do the Ages song.
Mm-hmm.
And then we did it for the 330 day that year. It was something soon after that. Or I can't remember if it was that's what happened next, or if it was like the Labra Brothers show.
No,
it was like
that
was that later?
It was because we did Swan Song at 330 Day.
Oh, it was Swan Song. That's right.
We did that one.
Okay.
Ages and Ages came after that because that was the West Hill project.
That's right. Okay.
And then by the time we got to the Labra Brothers show, like we were like tight at that point.
We were doing okay.
We were like doing a bunch of. I think we had
meeting regularly.
Yeah. We had performed together a few times. I had come to a bunch of the shows because it was still Angie Haze project at that time.
That's right.
Because I think the Labra Brothers show was one of the last shows you did with like the old setup with like the kick drum, and like all the stuff.
The circus act.
Yeah, that was one of the last ones that you did with that.
Yeah, that's right. You're right. Wow, that was a minute ago.
Yeah.
It was with the 9-piece.
Mm-hmm.
And and then the pandemic happened and everything changed for me in terms of sound, creativity, outlet, production, all of it.
I still don't know how y'all pulled that off.
The 9-piece?
Well, yeah, but just in general, the Kent Stage, Labra Brothers, Angie Haze project show. Like to have, what was it, 14 or 15 pieces on stage.
It was a lot.
Going, y'all did like 2 songs, and then they would do 2 songs or something like that.
And then we joined, so we like did, it was like a couple songs together, and then same sort of thing together. We did something together, like one of theirs together or one of ours together, kind of like what we did with the Free Black, you know. Just pretty much the same sort of. I love doing that kind of thing. But and then we featured you on one of the songs as well, which is really cool.
That for that show to go as well as it did, logistically,
was
something.
wild. Was pretty wild. I know it really. Looking back, thinking about it, that was a lot to do.
Yeah. That was I remember being backstage and being like, I've been a part of a lot of things. I don't think I've been a part of anything like this. And then, like, a testament to all of y'all, everybody was so calm backstage. Like, I think I'm always nervous as a feature act because you get like 1 or 2 chances. So if you mess one of those up, that's what people remember. Like the guy, that oh, it was cool. The guy came out, and then like he messed the thing up. If you're a part of the whole show, you can.
Yeah, you have time to like recover, or like you're also like the first 2-3 songs you're still warming up. Yeah. In general, so you're like, oof, you got those nerves. So you're right. That makes sense.
And everybody backstage was calm as hell, like super calm. Everybody was joking and shit, and I was just like, I'm back here freaking out. Aww. And it was also moving so quick. Yeah. Because I kept going to both sides. Like I would go talk to the Lava Brothers and I would come back or whatever. Because I just needed something to do with the nervousness. Yeah. That was a really cool show.
That was such a cool show. I loved that. I love that was like, I love that we kind of like we met and then we were like already like collaborating. Yeah. Which is really, really, it's unique. Like it's one thing to like meet an artist, you like them, you admire what they do, but to hit it off in a way that's like, like, you know, friendship, and then also like you're already doing things, like you're immediately like actually putting projects together or collaborating, which is why I'm excited about this current project.
It's been a longer time for you than it has been for me. So you want to talk about like first of all how long you've had the Shambhala idea, and then the many iterations of from how that's influenced your work to just how we got to the song itself. Yeah,
so Shambhala is a meditation practice that I was doing for many years, and I was really inspired by the practice, and originally I wrote this instrumental, and it started just on acoustic guitar, and then I'm like, you know, what if I turn that into a horn section? So I told the band, you know, this was when that was a 9-piece, and I told Chris and Tibbs, I'm like, can you like play this on sax and trumpet and like the, you know, so it was this thing, it just started that way, and it was just an instrumental song that had like, you know, at the time we were kind of more worldly sounding in terms of like different influences, and so everyone would say it sounded like different parts of my music sounded like different parts of the world, which I really loved. So it has that like that kind of vibe, and then you know, after so much time, when the pandemic happened, we recorded a quarantine version of this song. So it was just like everyone was in their own room and recording their part, and I put it together. So it's just instrumental, like Oz, there's some like singing like that, and then, you know, the different instruments like that. So it sat. Like I had that original bass to work from. And so after so much time with the pandemic, I started switching my sound style into modern pop production and turned into a tech effect monster. So it basically went from with all the pedals, like I'll have to do a shot of all of these pedals. So like it went from like 9 pieces of a band, like horns, cello, like strings, and you know all of the percussion instruments and whatnot, to then just like, well, I'm by myself and now I need to like, and I want all of the sounds, a wall of sound design, so I'll just do it in effects. And so the pop production started to take a turn, and as I was working on that, I was like, what if this was like a hip hop, what if I rapped on this? Oh, I should feature Floco on this too. So it just became this like
and this is 10 years?
So 2018 was when I originally wrote the song. I think 2017, 2018, around there. And then the pandemic, so that's when we finally recorded something of the song, which I think Brad with the Summit played that quarantine version. Okay. And then I just kept chipping away and like, this is going into this direction now with all the skill set that I kind of gained from studying pop production. And then, it just kind of started to develop, and and that was like 2020, 2021.
Mm-hmm.
And then since then, the mixing process, which is like what so many producers call like the self-loathing, the abyss of self-loathing. Mm-hmm. You're like mixing something and then you're hating it, and then you're undoing what you did, and then you're doing something and you're layering. So this track itself has like 400. There's like 400 tracks in this session. So Shambhala, and there's like all of the, because you know it was like here's the original instrumentation. I'm chipping away at that. I'm adding. It was just massive.
You showed me that session one time at the old spot, and I was like, all right, man. I was like, okay.
It was too much. It was like insane. And the craziest part of it is like the meditation practice, you know, is like teaches you detachment. So my entire lesson was in the making of this song, of like add, and then take away, and then going and enjoying the process until I stopped enjoying the process, and I was like, this is the point in time where I have to understand to let go, and just wherever it's at, you have to stop. And which is when I called you and I was like, can I let this go? I need you to give me permission to just like say I'm done. I can't mix it anymore. I cannot produce it anymore. I have to just throw it, give it to mastering and be done with it.
That makes me feel kind of bad because I let it go a long time ago. I let it go probably 2 years ago.
Oh my God.
Because I think that was around the time when I heard that version of the mix. I don't know where that was, but it was like at the old spot. And you played it for me then. And I remember leaving and being like, I don't think this is coming out. And like, that's okay, because I do songs all the time that don't come out. But yeah, I let go alone. I let go.
You mean as far as like if it was happening or not, like putting it out?
Oh. When I saw how many tracks were in that session, I was like, "There's no way this is coming out." Like I didn't even know they made computers strong enough to run a session.
I mean,
like that.
You know, I hack into my computers.
I know.
Like, there are never factory guts in those computers.
But I didn't know that at that time. So I was like walking back home being like, there's no way this is coming. Like, I don't even know if she could give this to somebody to finish it. Like, how big would that file be?
Oh, no. My goal from the beginning was, I'm going to finish this. I just want someone to master it. But that was the problem, was that it was like the mixing of it, and then realizing I had 2 separate sessions of it, not knowing that I did. Remember when I recognized I had like I had like 2 separate mixes, and I didn't know I had 2 separate mixes, and so I was mixing on. I was like, and I'm like, God, I thought I fixed that already, and I thought I was going crazy, and I'm like, I swear I fixed this, and then I'm going back, and I'm like, wait, it's fixed here. It was just crazy.
I've definitely done that with samples, like opening up an old session and being, no, I remember I put this back in there and now it's not there. I've definitely done that.
That is the worst. It's like you're gaslighting yourself.
But see, I've never gotten to the finish line with those. Like when that happens, I've either remade the thing or I have just kind of like looked up at the sky and was like, I guess you don't want this idea to see the light of day, and I just move on to something else. But I'm happy that this is seeing the light of day. I remember when you first sent it to me and you were rapping. I remember I paused it and I was like, all right, I wasn't ready for that. I don't know what I thought you were gonna do. I remember when it started, I was kind of like, oh, I think she might have too much faith in me, because it was just like a different sound, and there was a point in my process at that time, which I'm not there now, thanks to you, thanks to Chris Coles, thanks to other artists that have like sent me stuff that may see me in a way that I was not seeing myself in my ability. So just the style of the song when it started, and I was like, oh, I don't know if she knows, like, I'm pretty boom bap. Like, I'm pretty, like, 90s for the most part. I just started doing some of this other shit recently. And then you started rapping, and I was like, whoa, all right, that's like a brave choice. And then I was listening to what you were saying, and then it wasn't about you rapping anymore. It went from like, whoa, that's a brave choice to, oh, okay. And I kind of sat up and I was like, all right, like, how do I do this? And then there was a fear that set in of, cause I thought you killed it. So I was like, there was a fear that set in of, how do you do what you do all the time after someone that like doesn't do this? Like, I was like, I don't know if she raps in the car or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, as far as like publicly releasing things, like you don't rap.
Right.
So it was like, this is like I've got my ass kicked on many songs. Shout out to Goody Supreme. He's kicked my ass on a few songs. You can't lose that. Like, you know what I'm saying? And not that it's a win or lose thing, but that is hip hop brain of, oh no, you have to smoke this in a way that makes it feel balanced, because if you don't, it doesn't serve the song. Two, it really kind of puts a damper on what she just did. To then get a hip hop artist feature, and it's kind of like, she didn't really need that.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
I did. Your verse, it's still like what you said. It was like the perfect contrast. Mm-hmm. The content, and that's something I really love about working with you. That I find is that because we have completely different takes on something. Mm-hmm. So you get like a theme, and then we spin it in totally different ways, and it just like, it makes the depth of what we're doing that much more like greater. You get great. It's like, what? I never would have thought about it like that. And when you went into your verse, I'm like, holy shit. Yeah. This is even this. I feel it even, especially even more now. Like, mm-hmm. what you wrote, what feels so relevant to what I've experienced in my life currently, mm-hmm. so much that I was like, man,
that was where I
foretelling.
That's where I landed, because I think I only have one verse to Shambhala. But as I was putting it together, I was trying to follow what you were. I was like, I'm just gonna follow her theme. That just wasn't what came out. And so when I started, I was like, I kept going back to the time to slow down this clock. I kept going back to that, and I was like, how do I do I was like, time. She's talking about time. How do I do that? And I was like, oh, what if I went in the opposite
I know, it's so
direction?
Good.
And the second I said that out loud, because I played it probably 10 times before I wrote my verse. The second I was like, oh, let's go in the other direction of where everything is. Yeah. And I was like, well, how do I feel about this? And I was like, oh yeah, everything is demanding this out of us. Mm-hmm. Like, hey, this, you got to do this, move here. Now you got to be here. Now you got to wear this. Now you got to do this. And I was like, oh, okay, I got it. And then from there, it was like, I think I wrote in like 15 minutes.
It was so good. It was so spot on, and it just gave it such a new dimension, mm-hmm. which was so perfect. And I don't know. I'm incredibly proud of the song. Same. and I'm so incredibly happy that you were such a big part of it.
No, I appreciate you asking me.
It's amazing, and I'm excited that this is like really like the introduction to more work. With each other.
I'm happy. I'm definitely happy about the song. Happy it's coming out. Happy we're doing more work, but then also this release feels a little symbolic.
Yes.
It kind of feels like we're both in between really big projects.
Yeah.
And I was having I got these things I'm working on, and this might happen, and this might happen, this might happen. And this was the last thing that I've been a part of that was on my mind. And then it popped up like, yo, can you listen to this so I can be done with it? And it was like, oh, it's coming out. And I was like, oh, I honestly was like, let's let this happen first, and then follow up from there. So I'm excited about it. Same. It really, I've noticed my work in general lately has been, I don't want to say scattered, but like I have so many directions that I like to kind of go in musically. Like I love like classical piano and where some of that's taken me. I love pop, like the, I love hip hop.
I love like folksy kind of like I have so many loves for so many different styles of music, and I've always been told, oh, you have to just pick one and you can't do anything else.
Yeah.
And so I don't believe in that. I really think that like you just do what you're passionate about, and with this and with moving forward with you, it made me so excited that, oh, I don't have to surrender this. I don't have to give up this side of my music ability or passion.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, because I was just coming up with little like blips of things, I haven't been getting like a full thing, and I'm like, oh, well, maybe this is just a collaboration. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
I'm just supposed to work with Floco on a new project. So yeah. Very excited about that.
To it. Do we say when it comes out? Like, does this part even make it in there? I don't know.
Yeah, I think we can. I think we can say that.
Okay.
April.
One of us was gonna have
April
to know.
24th.
Okay.
April 24th or 26th.
I don't know.
Why is that messing with my brain?
I don't know.
The problem is I've said both dates,
Mm-hmm.
and now I can't remember which is true.
All right. Well, it's coming out on one of those days.
It's coming out on one of those dates.
Cool.
And there is a radio edit for sensitive ears. Just wanted to put that out there. You know.
Is there curse words in the song?
Yeah, we both do it. It just felt right.
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay.
Yeah,
I remember now.
It just worked.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well.